Well, welcome back, you bunch of weirdos. It's your number one fat agent coming to you today with another one of these intriguing FIFA 19 experiments, and in honor of Mr. Usain Bolt scoring a brace the other day while playing for Central Coast in the A-League, I thought, well, it got me a little bit curious if we could do a quick little experiment here and see what Usain Bolt would look like going up against the slowest team in FIFA 19. So as I film this is Saturday, October 13th, 2018. Usain Bolt has not signed a professional contract with Central Coast Mariners. The game that he played in, I believe, was a trial match. But since Usain Bolt has not signed a professional contract with Central Coast Mariners, he is not officially in the game of FIFA. But Usain Bolt actually has been in a footballing game before. Yes, PES, the main competitor to FIFA, actually had the rights to Usain Bolt, and they had him in the game last year. So using the stats from what we were given in PES, I went ahead and recreated him over in FIFA 19. And as you can see, here he is, Usain Bolt. I mean, I made him as good as I could. Also, the Central Coast Mariner kits are dope. They got a McDonald's logo on the back. But as you can see, everything else is pretty accurate. He's a center forward. He's wearing the number 9. We got his birthday exactly. He's left-footed as well. He's 6'5", 207 pounds, just like he is. Hairline is receding. And then for his stats, a lot of the stuff was a one-for-one comparison that you can just directly transfer over from PES. But FIFA is a little bit more specific with their stats, so a couple of them I had to guesstimate. But overall, this is what you're going to be looking at right here. I gave him 67 in crossing because that's kind of what he has in lofted pass over in PES. Finishing the game is 64, which is what they gave him in PES. Same thing with heading accuracy. They don't have a heading accuracy stat in PES, so just gave him the same thing. Short passing is 69 because his attack prowess is 69. So yeah, I gave him a 15 in volleys because this was his volley attempt. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oof. Big oof. He's got a 1-star weak foot. Then defending stats is going to be 48, 46, 46. They're all taken over directly from PES. You go to skill, dribbling is 71, curve is 71, free kick accuracy is 63. Long passing is what I gave from lofted passing, which was 67 on PES. And then ball control is 66. All these were pretty much taken over from the PES ratings. Power rating, shot power is 78, jumping is 80, stamina is changed. It's the one thing that I did change over from PES, because in PES he had 68 stamina. But since we're going to use him in a game today, I don't want him to be going out in like the 60th minute, so I just upped it to 85. Then strength is going to be 84, which is physical contact over in PES. And then we see long shots is 78, which is the same as his shot power or kicking power. Then this is what everyone wants to see. In PES, they gave him a 99 in speed and a 99 in explosive power. So in FIFA, we gave him a 99 in acceleration and a 99 in sprint speed. As for agility, reactions, and balance, there's no real balance or reactions. So in PES, there's a body control stat, which is 66, which is why I just put 66 for all of them. It's gonna be really interesting in FIFA if he does sign, because I think for the first time ever, we're going to see an 100 in a stat. They did the same exact thing in Madden. There was a super quick player called David Hester back in the day, and then he broke the barrier. He was the first player ever to get a 100 in a speed stat, and I think Usain Bolt gets into FIFA, EA are not going to lose this chance to go ahead and bring more hype to the game. They'll give him 100, and there's going to be like a special edition FUT card or anything. But this is the big stat that everybody wants to see. And then for mentality, it's just a couple of guesses, if I'm going to be honest. I don't think I gave him anything too great or too bad. So given the stats that I just showed you, Usain Bolt would factor out to a 71 striker, which I think is probably way too high. Probably should be closer to 61 than 71. But let's have some fun here, guys. And I put him on the Central Coast Mariners squad, and you might see a couple of familiar faces because joining him is going to be the actual fastest team in FIFA 19. Yes, we did an experiment the other day where I did the fastest team, but I only took the fastest players that were 80 rated and above. This time, it is the fastest players, period, in their position. So we have this guy at Cam, who's coming in at 93 speed. We have Toko, who's only 66 rated, but he's got 91 speed at a CDM position. Same thing with Osadebe, who's at a CM position, and he's got 91 sprint speed. Out on the left side, the fastest left winger in the game, Leroy Sané, who comes in at 96 sprint speed and 93 acceleration. And then the fastest man in FIFA 19, well, Now he's the second fastest man in FIFA 19, and that is Adama, and he comes in at 96 sprint speed and 97 acceleration. He beats out Mbappe, who doesn't even get to the starting lineup here. And in the back line, we got a bunch of burners. He's the fastest right back in the game, out of Vincula. He's 94 sprint speed, 95 acceleration. Kyle Walker's technically right back, but I'm cheating here because he did play center back technically at the World Cup. He comes in at 93 sprint speed and 86 acceleration. Next to him is this guy whose name I'm not going to even try to pronounce, but he has 92 sprint speed and 90 acceleration. He plays in the MLS. And then Jordi Alba is the fastest left back in the game, with a sprint speed of 93 and an acceleration of 93 as well. And you see a couple of familiar faces on the bench. You got your Mbappes, you got your Aubameyangs, the Bales, the Brumas, and everybody else on this bitch. But the main man, the main star, what you've gone ahead and come to see is this man over here. Usain Bolt, 71 rated, 99 sprint speed, 99 acceleration, and we have it on get in behind for him and basically playing long ball. So we're gonna try to go ahead and see how fast it's gonna look. And to magnify this, we're going to be putting him up against the slowest team in FIFA 19. Representing the slow team is going to be Manchester United. The reason for this is because it's Usain Bolt's favorite club. And let me introduce you to the slowest player in all of FIFA 19, and that is the goalkeeper from Japan, Kirahata. As you can see, he comes in at a blistering 12 sprint speed and 13 acceleration. If we're gonna go slowest defender, it's gonna be Kipe over here, who comes in at 25 sprint speed. And then the slowest outfield player is old man Rafael van der Vaart, coming in at a blistering 28 sprint speed and 35 acceleration. He's joined by a bunch of other slow pokes. You got Delaney over here, who's 28 sprint speed, Hughes, who is 26 sprint speed, Peter Bread is coming in at a paltry 29 sprint speed, Gonzo, famous for playing with Neymar at Santos, he's coming in at 30 sprint speed, Gumbuya, he has 29 sprint speed. Cairo comes in at 30 sprint speed. Koenig up top comes in at 30. And then Nakamura out on the right side is coming in at 30 sprint speed. As you can see, they're going to be playing 3 in the back. And then for their tactics, I have their depth, or basically make them push all the way up the pitch. So it leaves a bunch of space for the speed demons to run in behind. And then there's only 3 in the back there to try to chase them down. Go time wizard! So here we go. We're going to have a classic match. Usain Bolt and the fastest team takes on Manchester United and the slowest team in FIFA 19. 6 minutes at Old Trafford. So it begins. Play it to the middle. Bolt's first touch of the game. Usain Bolt! Oh my god, that was terrible. Alright, let's watch the replay back here. Good little drift in. Good travel into space. And it's a decent end save. At least he put it on target. Alright, back on the attack. Jordi Alba. Is he going to go for the cross? Nope. He just trickles past. Into the middle. And we got our first goal. That's a guy that I don't even know. It's the Cam who's like 93 sprint speed. Too easy right here. No one really marks Jordi Alba, or maybe they're just too slow to get onto him, and he bursts past both, and then the Cam streaks inside, gets on the wrong side of the defender, an easy goal. Let's go over under 10 goals for the fast team. It is 6 minutes, but it will be close. As for the slow team, I don't think they score anything. But you guys vote up in the I things. What are you going to predict? Here's the thing, is that pace actually isn't that great. It's really nerfed offensively this year, but where it's truly powerful is defensively. The ability to go ahead and close down those passing lanes and track runners. Even if you get behind them, with the amount of pace on this squad, especially on their defense, they can run everybody down. Ooh, good takeaway. On this. Good play in Bolt, who's streaking it behind. Oh, and he's got his first goal. Usain Bolt in classic. Well, I guess not classic. We haven't really seen him on the pitch all that much. But what I would imagine would be classic Usain Bolt goldfish. Lurusani times it up perfectly, and nobody, wow. Even, okay, so I guess at least 99 acceleration, 99 pace, you don't get caught from behind, because almost everybody gets caught from behind, but there was a good 3-4 yards that the defense was never going to make up in that situation. Rated. They're all like 60s or whatnot. Oh, here we go. Get ready. Oh my god, even the fast team can get caught from, that's how nerfed pace is in FIFA 19. A through ball in, a 93 pace Cam going up against someone who probably doesn't have more pace than like 26, and he still gets caught from behind. Oh, and we're playing it into space. But Usain Bolt, once again, another player getting caught from behind here, crosses into the middle to nothing. And that is halftime, folks. Only 2-0. The slow team is doing okay. And you gotta imagine, as the game goes on, as stamina starts to wither away, the pace is not going to be as big of a factor. This is what I'm talking about. As you look at the halftime stats, defensively, the Mariners have been dominant. Their pace has allowed them to shut down everything. 0 goals, 0 shots, 0 shots on target. They only have 1 tackle, while the Mariners have 4. Pace is still well and alive, just only on defense. But anyway, let's begin the second half. Now we got some substitutions coming in now. Adama, the fastest man, is going to be coming off for Kylian Mbappe. All right, let's add some sauce. We got another substitution coming in here, and it's just another slow guy. Oh no! Usain Bolt is off. Boo! Boo! And we got Aubameyang again. So the experiment might as well be over. I gave him 85 stamina too. Why'd they take him off? Oh! And Jordi Alba has scored a header. It's not really, maybe the slow team was slow to react and Jordi Alba just got into position a little bit quicker. Nah, he had no business winning this. There was like 3 of the slow defenders around him, all of them like a foot taller than him, and it just happened to get there. Crossing is cheese in this game, man. If you cross it and it locks onto you, you're just gonna score. I know this is initially an experiment showcasing what Usain Bolt would look like in FIFA, but honestly, it's just displaying everything that's wrong with the game right now. All right, Bruma, playing in Kylian Mbappe. Just slot it across, son. Oh, never mind. Do your own thing. Don't listen to me. You're the professional. Oh my god. So, I mean, this kind of accentuates what it's going to be like. Usain Bolt is going to be nice. You know, 99 pace, 99 acceleration, even if they give him that 100 stat. But when compared to an all-around player, a developed player like a Leroy Sané, like a Kylian Mbappe, it's honestly not going to be that big of a deal. Because the difference between like 99 sprint speed and 96 sprint speed is negligible, especially with the way that it's nerfed offensively.
Bye, have a great time.
Oh, Mbappe, you dirty man. You absolutely filthy man. You don't have to do this, Mbappe. It's the 84th minute. Look at the step overs, takes it to the byline, crosses in the middle. Ruba should have scored right away, but mop up duty. Put him out of the misery. 7-0 for the fast team. Usain Bolt goes ahead, has a couple of shots on target, got himself a goal. Yep, 0 goals, 0 shots on target, 0 shots. While the fast team had 16 shots, 11 of them on target, and 7 goals, with 61% of the possession. But with that, I want to go ahead and try something a little bit different. I've barely seen anyone take advantage of the new house rules in head-to-head, so why not? Let's play survival. And that is every single time a goal is scored, then you remove 1 player off of the pitch. Let's see what happens in survival when the slowest team plays Usain Bolt and the fastest team, shall we? All right, let's get into the second match, boys. I am curious though, are you allowed to make substitutions in survival mode? Oh, never mind. Terrible giveaway. Usain Bolt's in the middle. Can he get it? Oh, crush! 14th minute. Awful giveaway. Just absolutely dreadful. They do say this is what he's probably going to be best at. He's got decent end jumping, he's got good power, and his header is not all too awful. And with that, 1 player gets eliminated. Look at that. Like, Usain Bolt's so fast compared to Slowly, he was like bulldozing that player forward. Boot into the middle. Oh, Bolt gets the second! Oh my. Rise into the occasion. He's 6'5". So we're not going to really argue about that one. Just a corner. Pace doesn't really matter in this situation. But that's all strength. Remember, he's got 84 strength. He's got 80 jumping. And decent heading. I think his heading's at 71. And he's at 6'5". So a towering header there. And he's got a brace. And this could open up the floodgates. Now 2 players have been eliminated from the slow team. And Kyle Walker is ejected? Wait. So if you score, you lose a player? How does this work? I thought it was the opposite. Oh, that is far more interesting. How long this could go for. Look at Bolt tracking that ball down, and he still won it. Wow. Play him through. Bolt on it again. It's going to take it to the byline. Doesn't have the best cross on him. Oh, but it's scurried out.
What the
Van der Vaart, bold. Playing an over-the-top ball against the fast team. Bold strategy, Cotton. That's halftime. I don't think that the slow team have had a shot on target, even though that the fast team are down 2 men. Oh, I take it back. They do have a shot. They've already improved.
Bye. Have a
Played
great
over the
time.
top. Oh, and now we can see the pace of Toko, who has dusted everyone. No one's going to catch him, and he is awful. Into the middle. Oh, we got a goal. The slow team have brought it back 1-2. Ronnie Koenig, who's like 50 rated. Ugh, crosses are such a sham in this game. The RNG gods smile upon the slow team this time. Camacho Nacho over the pita bread. Over to Koenig. Koenig almost with the second. And Gareth Bale has now come on for Guilherme. So that is a different substitution from what we've seen before, which means they only have 1 substitution left. And Mbappe is on as well. I think that's it. I think Bolt is just going to stay in the game. Mbappe going down to the line. What's he going to do? He's just going to shoot. Jesus Christ. I thought he was going to do something clever, do a trick, maybe cross into the middle. No, run into direct straight line toward the goal and shoot it as hard as possible. Simple, clean, effective. He didn't even he shot it directly at Kirihata. Just purely, yep. Kirihata actually somehow swiped it into his own net. Impressive from the young Frenchman. Oh, no! They've taken him out because he scored. Boo! The people want bolts. We know Mbappe is good. But if this experiment is showing everything, when that special edition Usain Bolt card comes out, don't spend $2 million on them. Just buy Mbappe. Leave it in the comment section below. If a special edition 100 pace Usain Bolt came into the game in FUT, how much do you think he would cost? I'm guesstimating at least $1 million. Actually, nah, I take it back. Because it's going to be like impossible to fit him in a squad. Like, who's running a freaking Australian team? I guess you could fit him in with Leon Bailey in a Bundesliga squad. You think EA would change Raheem Sterling's nationality back to Jamaican just for funsies? They'll do a Raheem Sterling flashback when he was a Jamaican national. Oh, beautifully worked. And Bruma makes it 4-1. Poetic. He scores and then he ejects himself. That's a pretty cool way to go out. This seems like a really stupid game mode, because what if you score like 10 goals and you eliminate everyone from your team? All right, that's gonna be it, boys. The slow team once again felled. Usain Bolt, impressive in both matches, scoring in both matches. This time he got himself a brace through 2 headers. Rather easy goals, if I'm going to be honest, demonstrating both his pace and his 6'5" frame. But after watching Usain Bolt play in 2 matches, the conclusion that I come to is pretty funny, and that is, of any FIFA pretty much in history, FIFA 19 is actually the worst FIFA that Usain Bolt could have came into, because pace offensively is nerfed so harsh. Even with like 100 pace, 100 acceleration, it's not enough to really break the game. And I think he would be interesting to play with that type of speed, especially with through balls. But you can see that players like Mbappe, like Bale, are way more efficient and look just as fast. And without the technical skills to balance him out, you know, he's probably going to lack agility and balance and that kind of stuff with being 6'5" and all. I'm honestly kind of a little bit less hyped now if he does come into the game. FIFA 17. He would have been amazing in FIFA 17, let me tell you. But yeah, this is gonna wrap up this quick little experiment that's just kind of came to me when I saw Usain Bolt score that kind of weak-ass brace over on the weekend. So I thought I'd bring it to you guys. If you did enjoy this type of format, let me know in the comments down below, or do you like the more traditional stuff? Actually, go ahead, vote up in the eye thingies right here. And if you'd like to see other experiments, go ahead and click over here, Dingspoos. And you want to try something a little bit different, FIFA 19, go ahead and click over here. But yeah, that's it for me, BMOnus. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, stay yourself, stay humble. And until next time, boys, stay thick.